Hey Sheepy. Oh, hi there. My name is Matt, and I'm a staff scientist with Science North. And today, we're going to get a chance to talk about certain topics that revolve around heat in our environment. Specifically, we're actually going to be looking at the carbon cycle and climate change. Let's go. Now, the carbon cycle can be defined essentially as the cycle of carbon in Earth's ecosystems in which carbon dioxide is fixed to photosynthetic organisms to form organic nutrients and is ultimately restored to an inorganic state by things like respiration, protoplasmic decay, or combustion. And climate change is defined as the significant and long-lasting change in Earth's climate and weather patterns. Now, what is carbon? Carbon, one of the most important chemical elements, is essential in the bodies of living organisms. Humans are made up of 18% carbon, and plants, even more, 45% carbon. Carbon makes up about 0.025% of our Earth's crust. Carbon also combines with other elements very easily to make new compounds. And if you look up at the periodic table, the symbol for carbon is C. Now the carbon cycle. This again is simply the cycle of carbon in our Earth's ecosystems. As mentioned, carbon dioxide is fixed to photosynthetic organisms to form organic nutrients such as sugar, and that travels then throughout the food chain. Eventually, carbon is then restored to the inorganic state, as again by respiration, protoplasmic decay, or combustion. Examples of either state is glucose, an organic carbon, and carbon dioxide, an inorganic carbon. Now, how do we link carbon to climate? Well, we can think of something like the greenhouse effect. Now, the greenhouse effect, Earth's atmosphere has a natural greenhouse effect, and where these gases, like carbon dioxide, they get trapped, and they reflect solar radiation and heat. Now, carbon-based compounds such as CO2 and methane play a big role in creating a livable environment on the Earth's surface. And depending on the concentration of these gases, we see either a decrease or an increase in temperature. Now, why are we seeing such an increase in these carbon dioxide gases, these methane gases? Well, it's because of things like fossil fuel. So after something called the Industrial Revolution, humans started to burn more fossil fuel that they extracted out of the ground, things that we call fossil fuels. Now, fossil fuel is a fuel that is formed in the earth from organic materials, things like plant and animal remains. So no, it is not just based out of fossils from our dinosaurs. In order for this to be transferred or transformed into a fossil fuel, we require a lot of heat, a lot of pressure over millions of years. And the burning of fossil fuels releases carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Now, there are many factors that go into climate change, both natural and human-based. Some of the human-based ones, or what we can call as anthropogenic, are things like industrial and transportation emissions that release carbon that was once stored deep in the Earth's crust. Things like industrial farming, and certain animals produce methane, a very powerful greenhouse gas. Even more so, deforestation removes our Earth's ability to capture atmospheric carbon and store it in natural carbon sinks like trees and other plants. Now, when it comes to more natural climate influencers, we have things like volcanic activity, asteroid strikes, and forest fires. Another really amazing topic that we're going to be looking into in another video is the albedo effect. And what this is is just the fraction of radiation, the fraction of light that is reflected by a surface. And for in this instance, we can look at it as surfaces such as polar ice caps, glaciers, and clouds. Another really interesting thing that scientists are studying throughout the world is how solar cycles and cosmic particles may have an influence. And there's a really special research facility in Switzerland, the CERN research facility, that is looking into these very things. Now, it's fun to talk about all this, but let's get into some experiments, shall we? For this experiment, you'll need an upcycled container, such as this one, some plastic wrap, seeds that you may harvest from any fruit or vegetable you find at home, and potting soil that you may also purchase or find from your yard. Creating a portable greenhouse. Clean an upcycled container of any food residue. Carefully cut your plastic container into working parts, if required. Now fill your container with potting soil or soil harvested from your yard. Plant a fruit or vegetable seed of your choice. Place the lid on your greenhouse, or use plastic wrap, as you can see. Place your new greenhouse by a window to receive sunlight. Record your observations over the next several days. Thanks for joining me. I hope you had fun today and you learned something a little bit about climate change and the carbon cycle. Now, we'll see you again soon. Say bye, sheepy.